How's it going, everyone? Andrew Pays back with episode 2 of the Fantasy Draft One-Shot Series, where I take a random team and given a random fantasy draft. I did not choose any of the players, and my goal is to win the World Series in the first season. No trades. Free agency's open, but that's only if people get injuries. But every team essentially has the same chance to win the World Series because it was a snake fantasy draft. And this is now episode 2. Last episode, if you didn't catch that, go back and watch it as we introed the entire roster of my Seattle Mariners, as that was the team I was randomly given. And we did the first series of the season against the San Francisco Giants. So go ahead and check that out if you want to see what happened there. And this is going to be Series 2, where we are taking a 3-game series at home against the Chicago White Sox. If you missed the last episode, I explained I was going to try to do all 162 games played, but that just ain't going to work before the MLB, the show 22 comes out, if it comes out. So I'm going to be playing one game of every series and then coaching or doing the managing aspect of the other 2 series. That way I'm just not simulating through it. I actually get to make the managerial decisions, and we will watch it all play out. I'll highlight some key moments from the game. But other than that, let's take a look at the team we will be facing going into this series, the Chicago White Sox. All right, so looking at their starting rotation, we are facing the 5, 1, and 2 of their rotation in this 3-game series. We're going to be leading off with their number 5 starter, Packy Naughton, left-handed pitcher. I have no idea who this guy is. He must be a prospect in someone's system that I just don't know about. But hey, he's here now. And then their ace, Dylan Cease, which is funny because he's originally from the Chicago White Sox. He ended up back on the same team. We'll take game 2, and then we'll face Zach Gallen in game 3. In their bullpen, Deolis Guerrero, Scarfalo, Joe Kelly, Joe Barlow. They have 2 guys named Barlow, Scott Barlow and Joe Barlow, and then Joe Barlow, Joe Kelly. That's interesting. Sorry, random thought. Ryan Harper, Jose Alvarado, Shane Green, and Aaron Laup. And their starting lineup is Malik Smith in center, Josh Van Meter at third, Trey Turner at second, Eloy Jimenez back on the White Sox in left, Kyle Tucker in right. They've got some good power in the middle of their lineup with Turner, Jimenez, and Tucker. Ty France at first, Darren Ruff as the designated hitter, Paul DeYoung at short, and Thomas Nido behind the plate, with Austin Barnes, Eric Sogard, DJ Peters, and Jake Myers rounding out their bench. So, let's highlight the series that we're going to be playing. Our pitchers going will be Corbin Martin in game 1, Jake Latz in game 2, and Jack Flaherty in game 3. So I will be playing game 3. We'll be playing game 3 of the series because we want to see that Jack Flaherty, Zach Gallen matchup on the mound. So we will be coaching the first 2 games of the series. So first up, we've got Corbin Martin going up against Packy Naughton in the first of 3 in Seattle as the Mariners take on the White Sox. Well, let's go. And just to do a recap of the starting lineup today, we've got Bobby Witt Jr. at short, Tyrone Taylor in left, George Springer in center, Avisail Garcia in right, Yan Gomes at catcher, Justin Upton at designated hitter, Josh Bell at first, Mike Moustakas at third, and Dylan Moore at second. As we will be facing a left-handed starter, that's why you see Taylor, Upton, and Moore in there. Those are our starters against lefties, and then we'll have Gavin Lux, Eddie Rosario, and Brian Anderson in against the right-handed pitchers. So let's go. All right, so let's just, we're gonna highlight the whole game here because this is gonna take pretty simple. So Corbin Martin on the mound, ground out to start the game, another ground out, 3 ground outs to start the game, and we get through the first inning 1, 2, 3. Starting Mariners, bottom of the first. And it's a solo home run for Tyrone Taylor. Seattle takes the early 1-0 lead. Let's go. Springer's up, and he backs that up with a triple. Avisail Garcia comes up to bat. He takes ball 4 on the walk. Runners on first and third, 1 out, and we have Yan Gomes at the plate. Definitely swinging away here. He pops up, and that's going to be out number 2. Justin Upton, designated hitter, comes up with a big scoring chance, and he strikes out to end the inning. Seattle puts 1 on the board on the solo home run by Tyrone Taylor. Corbin Martin back on the mound, facing off against Jimenez, Tucker, and France. And Jimenez leads off the inning with a double. Kyle Tucker up to the bat, up to the plate. I don't know which one to say. And he Oh, wow. He followed with a single, and Eloy Jimenez is thrown out at the plate. Outfield assist keeps the Chicago White Sox off the board. Runner on first, 1 out for Ty France. Okay, Kyle Tucker's going to steal second with 57 speed and 42 steal. What are you doing behind the plate, Yan Gomes? Grounds out for the second out of the inning. Darren Ruff coming to bat with a runner in scoring position. He will strike out to end the inning. Chicago puts up 2 hits, but is cut down with a run at the plate and keeps them off the board. 1-0 Seattle. Leading off for the Mariners, we've got Josh Bell. Strikes out swinging. Moustakas pops out. And was that Moore that grounded out? It switched lineups. Oh, wait. Yeah. No, Seattle lineup. It was Moore that grounded out to end the inning. Ugh, forgot. Okay, Seattle lineup. Here we go. Corbin Martin back on the mound. Strikes. I want Chicago lineup. DeYoung strikes out. Nito hits a double. And then Malik Smith pops out. Josh Van Meter flies out, and no damage done in the third. Bottom of the third now, Bobby Witt Jr. leading off for the Mariners. He leads off with a walk. It's great steal. I'm going to tell him to steal second. Let's see what happens. He is safe at second. Bobby Witt Jr. with a stolen base. Tyrone Taylor up. He will ground out. Bobby Witt stays at second. Next up is George Springer. He strikes out. Avisail Garcia walks. First and second, 2 outs for Yan Gomes. Fielder's choice to end the inning. No damage done. Top of the fourth now. Corbin Martin still going strong. Turner leads off with a single. I'm going to pitch to contact here. Turner steals second. I'm going to pitch to him here. Flies out. Trey Turner moves up to third on the fly out. Let's see. Tucker. I'm going to walk him intentionally to set up the double play ball opportunity. And we get it. The double play. The managerial decision pays off. Chicago kept off the board after the double play, after the intentional walk, and Chicago still off the board. Seattle maintaining its 1-0 lead. Leading off for the Mariners in the bottom of the fourth, we've got Justin Upton. Strikes out swinging. Josh Bell flies out, and Moustakas hits a single. Dylan Moore with 1 on, 2 out. Also hits a single. Moustakas makes it over to third. 2 on, 2 out for Bobby Witt Jr. at the bottom of the fourth. He will walk. Bases are loaded for Tyrone Taylor, who has the only run of the game for Seattle, the solo home run in the first inning. Let's see what happens. He grounds out to end the threat. Whew, man, this is a close game. Corbin Martin still going strong, going to face off against Ruff, DeYoung, and Nito. Strikeout, and a pop out. 1-2-3 inning for Corbin Martin. George Springer leads off for the Mariners in the bottom of the fifth.
Ladies and gentlemen,
Joe Barlow's coming into the game for the White Sox now. Ball forward to Springer. Garcia flies out.
Barlow.
Yan Gomes flies out. And Justin Upton grounds it to a fielder's choice. No damage done for the Mariners there. Top of the sixth, Corbin Martin still going strong here. Fly out to Malik Smith. Van Meter strikes out. And Turner strikes out. Inning over. 1-2-3 yet again. Corbin Martin is dealing today. Josh Bell leads it off for the Mariners in the sixth. He strikes out. Moustakas follows with a fly out. Dylan Moore strikes out. 1-2-3 for the Mariners. Whew. This is a pitcher's duel if I ever saw one. Top of the seventh, Corbin Martin only has, does it say how many pitches he's got? No, it doesn't. It just shows his energy up there. Okay. Jimenez flies out. Tucker flies out. France pops out another, his third straight 1-2-3 inning. He is getting hotter as the game goes on. Let's see if the Mariners can give him some insurance runs. Bobby Witt Jr. leads it off. He takes a walk. We're going to be aggressive here. Nope, not pitch it. I want to steal second. He steals second. Tyrone Taylor with a chance to drive him in. He pops out. George Springer with a runner on second. Single, but Bobby Witt Jr. held up at third. We have runners on first and third with 1 out. Garcia comes up. 3-run bomb. Avisail Garcia takes it out of the yard. The Mariners jump out to a 4-0 lead on the strength of the Avisail Garcia 3-run bomb. Yan Gomes comes up. There's another pitching change. Diolis Guerrera comes in. Gomes grounds out. Upton flies out. And then that is the end of the inning. But a 3-run home run by Avisail Garcia puts the Mariners up by 4 going into the 8th. Corbin Martin is working on a shutout so far. 7 innings pitched, 6 strikeouts, 4 hits allowed, and I think 1 or 2 walks. Ruff flies out. DeYoung strikes out. Nito strikes out. Corbin Martin dealing again. His 4th straight 1-2-3 inning. He's gone 8 strong shutout innings. Seattle looking to add on to their lead. Giolis Garcia strikes out Josh Bell. Moustakas grounds out. And Moore hits a single. Bobby Witt Jr. comes up, and he strikes out to end the inning. Here we go. 9th inning now. 4-run lead. Corbin Martin is going to stay on the mound to go for the shutout. He's got the top of the lineup in Smith, Van Meter, and Turner. Smith will walk. All right. This is interesting. He's a lot of runners so far. Next up is Josh Van Meter. Double play. That's 2 quick outs. Corbin Martin's 1 out away from the shutout, and he will get it. Corbin Martin, 9 innings pitched, 4 hits allowed, 2 walks, 8 strikeouts. He is your player of the game. Avisail Garcia and Tyrone Taylor do the damage for the run scored for the Mariners on a 3-run home run by Garcia and a solo home run by Tyrone Taylor. And the Mariners will take game 1 of the series against the White Sox 4-0. All right, the second game of the series features the Chicago White Sox ace Dylan Cease as they go up to take on Jake Latz, our number 5 starter. So this is their best pitcher versus our worst pitcher. A little worried about this one, not going to lie, but we'll see what happens. In the starting lineup, we are switching over to our right-handed lineup, which includes Gavin Lux now at second base, hitting second, Brian Anderson at third, and Eddie Rosario in left, although I'm moving Eddie Rosario up in the lineup because he had a monster first game of the season. If you guys missed what he did in the first game of the season, go back and watch. So we're going to put him in the 6th spot today. Well, today for this game, and everything else looks good. Game 2, here we go. I messed up. I didn't click manage. We'll get to the quick manage. Hold on. Hold on. Please hold. Okay, so we're back to the quick manage now. Not bad. You guys probably saw that earlier when I was recording myself when I was going through the menus, and you're like, yeah, he clicked the wrong thing. He's about to realize in a minute here. All right, here we go. Jake Latz on the mound for the Mariners. Matt Smith leading things off. Here we go. Oh, actually, the White Sox switched up their lineup against a lefty pitcher. So now we've got Eric Sogard at third, batting second. We got Trey Turner, Eloy Jimenez, Darren Ruff takes over at first, and Ty Francis DH. I don't know how much sense that makes. I mean, normally, last game, Francis at first and Ruff was at DH. I don't know. Put the better defender at first if you're just going to use the both of them. Whatever. Kyle Tucker's in right. Nito's the catcher, and DeYoung is batting last at shortstop. Here we go. Jake Latz flies out to start the game. Sogard grounds out. Turner flies out. 1-2-3 inning for Latz. All right, Bobby Witt Jr. against Dylan Cease. Here we go. Strike 3. Fly ball. Single by Springer with 2 outs. And Garcia can't do nothing with it. Flies out to end the inning. Leading off for the White Sox is Eloy Jimenez. He walks to start the inning. We're going to pitch to contact against Darren Ruff here. Try to get that double play. Fly ball. I'll take that. Fielder's choice. We'll take that as well. And we'll pitch straight to Tucker. And he's caught stealing to end the inning instead. Down go the White Sox in the second. Josh Bell leads things off for the Mariners in the bottom of the second. He will take a walk to lead off the inning. Rosario follows with a strikeout. Anderson, 2-run bomb, puts the Mariners on the board 2-0. Mike Moustakas comes up, flies out. Jan Gomes walks. Bobby Witt Jr. hits a single, so we've got 2 on, 2 out for Gavin Lux. And he will fly out to end the threat in the second. But the Mariners get on board with a 2-run home run by with Ryan Anderson, right? Brian, B-Rye, whatever. Brian Anderson hits a home run. And the Mariners are on the board 2-0. We are using the home run to our advantage. We have scored all of our runs so far on home runs. Kyle Tucker leads off with a ground out. Nito strikes out. DeYoung hits a single. Moving it up to the top of the lineup, and Malik Smith, who will fly out to end the inning. Dylan Cease, in his 3rd inning of work, faces off against George Springer, who will ground out to start the inning. Garcia hits a single with 1 out. Josh Bell, 2-run bomb. Mariners up 4-0. That is if you missed the first episode, we highlighted the strengths and weaknesses of our team. Our strength is our power, And you see that on display here. We've hit 4 home runs across 2 games, and we now have a 4-0 lead over the White Sox in the bottom of the 3rd. Rosario strikes out. Anderson flies out, but again, the Mariners put another 2 spot on the board with a 2-run home run from Josh Bell. Jake Latz looking to keep things going. We're going to pitch to Sogard. He will take a walk to start the inning. I don't want to pitch the contact to Trey Turner. He can hit, so Turner hits a RBI triple. Puts a run on the board and another runner on 3rd with nobody out. This is not looking like a good inning for Latz. Let's see what happens here. Jimenez hits a double. 2 runs on the board now for the White Sox as Eloy Jimenez hits an RBI double. Darren Ruff will fly out. That's the first out of the inning, finally. France will ground out. Let's see if Jake Latz can get out of this inning with the lead still intact. And he will. Ground out ends the inning. We got Moustakas, Gomes, and Witt coming up against Cease here in the bottom of the 4th. Ground out to start the inning. Gomes grounds out, and Bobby Witt flies out. Malik Smith, or no, not Malik Smith. I was just looking at the top of the lineup. Thomas Nido leads off for the White Sox in the top of the 5th. Solo home run for Nido. Mariners lead is now down to 1 as the White Sox put a solo shot on the board to lead off the 5th. Manager is looking to start. Do I need to warm up people? No, I don't need to warm up people. Mariners manager looking to possibly make a pitching change if Latz gets into more trouble here. But DeYoung strikes out. Malik Smith walks. He's got good steal. I wish I could do a pitch out or something like that. But we'll pitch the contact for Sogard. He flies out. Turner flies out, and we are out of the inning with no more damage done, maintaining a 1-run lead. But the solo home run by Nido cuts into the lead even more. It's a 1-run game. Cease is still going strong, going up against Gavin Lux.
Your attention, please.
No, Ryan Harper is coming into the game now here in the bottom of the 5th. Lux leads off with a single. Yeah, let's try to steal second. He steals second. Springer grounds out. Garcia grounds out. Bell pops out. No damage done. Jake Latz still in, going up against Eloy Jimenez. Manager's mindset, as you're coming into my mind here. If Jake Latz lets anyone on, we're switching pitchers. That is not how I wanted that to go. Yes, he let someone on. He let someone go all the way around. Eloy Jimenez, solo home run, ties the game up at 4. That is the game for Latz. Darren Ruff now facing the right-hander Ryan Brazier coming out of the pen. Flies out. Ty France flies out. Kyle Tucker pops out. All right, 1-2-3 for Brazier. But we are now tied at 4. Rosario, Anderson, and Moustakas coming up for the Mariners against Ryan Harper. Rosario strikes out. Anderson flies out. Moustakas grounds out. No damage done. Brazier in for his 2nd inning of work, starting off against Thomas Nido. Nido hits a single. We are making another pitching change. We are switching to... We'll go with Castro here. I'm going to pitch the contact to DeYoung. He still strikes out. We're pitching the contact, and he still struck out. Malik Smith flies out. Sogard grounds out. Inning over. Pitching change comes into play and does the job. Jan Gomes leading off against Ryan Harper. They switch to Scott Barlow. Ground out for Gomes. Ground out for Witt. Strike out for Lux. Nothing doing. Miguel Castro still on the mound. He's going to face Turner, Jimenez, and Ruff. Not an easy task for Castro. Ground out for Turner. Ground out for Jimenez. Oh, we were so close. A solo shot by Darren Ruff puts the White Sox out in front by 1. And Miguel Castro is getting into some trouble here. We're going to switch it to the pitcher, Justice Sheffield, to take on the left-handed hitter, Kyle Tucker. And Tucker hits a single. Nido grounds out the end of the inning. Okay. White Sox take a 1-run lead on the solo home run by Darren Ruff. The Mariners are looking to do some damage with the middle of their order coming up, but they need to do it quickly. They only got 2 chances left. Shane Green comes in to pitch for the White Sox now. Ground out for Springer. Strikeout for Garcia. Single for Bell gives life here in the bottom of the 8th. Rosario with the RBI double ties the game at 5 in the bottom of the 8th. What a clutch hit by Rosario. If you guys saw the World Series this last year, you know Rosario is... Well, heck, if you watch the whole playoffs, Rosario's clutch. Brian Anderson coming up with a chance to take the lead here in the bottom of the 8th with a runner in scoring position. Let's see, left field. His speed is 49. We might do some pinch running here. Let's see. Taylor, what's your speed? 71 compared to 47. Yeah, we'll put Tyrone Taylor in as a pinch runner for more speed at second.
Now running at second base.
Brian Anderson
Number 15.
switching to Joe Kelly on the mound. All right, Brian Anderson, what you got? He's got a 2-run bomb, baby. Brian Anderson gives the Mariners the lead, 7-5 in the bottom of the 8th. Clutch, Brian Anderson, 2 for 4, 2-run shot. I think that's his second of the game. Is that his second of the game? I think it is. Brian Anderson comes up clutch in the bottom of the 8th with a 2-run bomb to break the tie. Moustakas strikes out the end inning, but it doesn't matter. The Mariners have a 2-run lead. The closer is coming in, Ryan Tepera. He's got DeYoung, Smith, and Sogard. Ground out for DeYoung. Strikeout for Smith. Line out for Sogard. The Mariners come from behind in the 8th and win 7-5. A 3-run 8th highlighted by a 2-run home run by Brian Anderson gives the Mariners the 7-5 win over the White Sox, and we look to take the sweep in Game 3. Oh, we get a little cutscene because I actually started the game instead of going straight into quick manage. Oh my, what a game. Oh man, what a great play by Seattle. Sheffield gets the win in relief. Tepera gets his first save of the season. Yes, he did. He had 2 home runs. Brian Anderson, 2 for 4, 4 RBIs. He had the 2-run home run in the 2nd and the 8th. Clutch, Brian Anderson. Eloy Jimenez was the player of the game for Chicago. He was 2 for 3 with a home run, a double, and 2 RBIs. But what a come-from-behind win by Seattle. They had the lead early, lost it late, but came back and won it in the end. Whew, that was an exciting managed game. Imagine if that happened when I was actually playing it, how hype I'd be right now. All right, here we go. Game 3, the one we're actually going to play. All right, in Game 3, the Mariners looking for the sweep of the White Sox have Jack Flaherty coming to the mound, going up against Zach Gallen of the White Sox. No need to make any changes here. We're going with our right-handed lineup: Witt, Lux, Springer, Garcia, Bell, Moustakas, Anderson, the hero of the last game, Rosario, and Gomes. I'm going to flip Rosario and Moustakas again. Well, no. Rosario did not have the best game. No, he had that RBI double. Let's put him back. All right, and if you guys watched the last episode, you probably noticed that the audio of the game was sometimes drowning out my audio. And what I decided to do was I decided to turn their commentary off because I'm going to do my commentary and I don't want them talking over me. So there.
And now,
you still hear the PA announcers and the crowd and sound effects and stuff. Oh, man. Pitching has only allowed 5 runs this series. Series recap: Seattle 4-0, Seattle 7-5. We are up 2-0 in the series, looking for the sweep here on a beautiful Thursday afternoon here in Chicago. No, Wednesday, because there's a Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday series. We didn't play Sunday. That was the game we didn't play. Jack Flaherty on the mound. If you saw in Game 1, he pitched really well until things kind of fell apart in the 6th inning. Allowed a couple of runs there in the 6th. In the 7th. He got through 6. Couldn't get any outs in the top of the 7th. And we ended up dropping that first game of the season due to that. Although the bullpen gave up more runs than Flaherty did. Here we go. Well, that's not a good start to the game. Malik Smith with a leadoff single. And Yan Gomes drops the ball. Malik Smith easily gets in the second with a stolen base. And Eloy Jimenez puts it drive deep center field. Catch up against the wall. Wow, he almost got all of that one, but Springer is there at the wall to make the catch. And the White Sox go quietly here in the first. And the Mariners go quietly in their half of the first. Gallen has 2 strikeouts on the inning. 1, 2, 3. Ground ball in front of the plate. Gomes has to jump out quickly. And there's the third out. Leadoff walk does nothing for the White Sox. And we're going to the bottom of the second. Rosario with a drive. Right field. Kyle Tucker back, and he makes the catch on the run. Nice catch by Tucker to end the inning. Rosario put a charge into it, but not enough to get out of the yard. White Sox hold off the Mariners in the second. Still scoreless. Strike three looking. Malik Smith goes down. Flaherty's fourth strikeout of the game here in the third. Look at the beauty of this pitch. On the black, up and out. Smith had no chance. Strike three on the curveball. 2 strikeouts in inning. 5 in the game for Flaherty as he's gone through 3 scoreless so far. White Sox with the only hit on the board, though, as it is still scoreless going into the bottom of the third. All right, Yan Gomes up with a chance to drive in a runner from second after Brian Anderson got hit by a pitch and was moved over by a ground out by Moustakas. All right, full count pitch to Gomes. Ball 4. We got 2 runners on and 1 out. Still don't have a hit, though. Whew, that changeup is nasty. They get out of the threat. The Mariners still don't have a hit on the board. And it's still nothing. Oh, and Kyle Tucker gets around on one. Long gone. White Sox are on the board. Solo shot by Tucker. 418 feet, 110 off the bat. He turned on that inside fastball from Flaherty. And the White Sox strike first here in the fourth with a solo home run. 1-0. He just got all of that one. Whew. That was a no-doubter. Look at Garcia and right. He was just like, yep. That's gone. Flaherty gets the strikeout to end the inning, but the damage has been done as Kyle Tucker takes a solo home run out of here to right field. A no-doubt shot. The fielders didn't even move. White Sox take a 1-0 lead. And the first hit of the ball game. I was like, I don't know if that's going to stay up or not. Garcia with the first hit of the ball game for the Mariners here in the bottom of the fourth with a single. Oh, he strikes out looking. The umpire gave him that one. I'm sure of it. It's that one in the top left corner because it's going from the perspective of Gallen. I guess that's technically a strike, but that's, oh man, that's rough. To be fair, I shouldn't be taking a pitch with 2 strikes like that, but nah. Strike 3 from Flaherty. He's ringing him up today. Despite the solo home run, he's pitched really well. I think that's his 7th or 8th strikeout. But leads off this inning with a strikeout of Darren Ruff. That was the same pitch to Josh Bell, and that one was called... Actually, that was even more of a strike than the pitch to Josh Bell, and he called it a ball this time. Come on, Blue. The exact same pitch. He called one a ball and one a strike. What the heck? Anderson makes him pay anyway. Base hit to right. Thank goodness. Mike Moustakas. 2-run bomb. Out of here. Home run, Mike Moustakas in the bottom of the 5th. If you guys play Diamond Dynasty, you know Mike Moustakas is one of the favorites in, what's that mode? The draft mode or whatever. You could tell I haven't played Diamond Dynasty. The only time I've ever played Diamond Dynasty was when this game first came out, and I got bored of it after like 2 months. Mike Moustakas, though, 2-run bomb, puts the Mariners on top here on the bottom of the 5th. He crushed that one. 110 off the bat. 410 feet to right field. That ball is gone. Ooh. Great pitch by Gallen. I don't know if I can argue that one. That was a really good pitch. Yeah, it was on the black on the outside corner. A little bit better of a pitch than the one that was called on Bell. That's a good. You gotta give him that. Oh, he drops down the bunt. Brian Anderson comes in. Bare hand slips to first. He got him. Great defensive play by Brian Anderson at third. Gets the speedy Malik Smith on the bunt hit attempt. 1 down. Garcia, fly ball to right field. Tucker's going back. That's going to be, oh my, what a jumping catch at the wall. Saves a double and probably a run. If that had gone over his head and hit the wall, that would have been trouble. Great catch by Tucker and right. Saves extra bases at least, if not a run. Oh, smoked it right at the first baseman. Oh, hit it hard, but hit it right at him. That could have been trouble. Mariners do not add to their lead. It's still 2-1. Ooh, the stretch by Bell. Should have been an easy throw, but Gavin Lux had to make it difficult for Bell. Flaherty is now through 7. 1-2-3 inning here in the 7th, including the wild throw by Gavin Lux, but Bell was able to hold on to the bag. Bottom of the 7th, Moustakas, Gomes, and Witt coming up. Bobby Witt with a drive to right field. That's going to split the gap and get down. Bobby Witt on his horse. He's a fast one. Can he get 3 out of this? No, he's going to hold at second with a double. 2-out double for Bobby Witt Jr. And Mariners are threatening here with 2 outs in the 7th to try to extend their lead. Lux with a drive. Deep left field. Stay fair. Stay fair. Oh, it goes foul. That sliced away. Oh. No. That time he got it. Fly ball. Deep right center field. Malik Smith going back, and it's gone. The next pitch, after he just missed a home run on the left field line, Gavin Lux made sure that one wasn't going to go foul by parking one in the right center field bleachers. 2-run bomb for Gavin Lux puts the Mariners up by 3. It is now 4-1 here in the bottom of the 8th? 7th? 8th? 7th? 7th. It's the bottom of the 7th. And Springer goes down to end the 7th, but Gavin Lux puts a statement into this ball after he just missed a home run on a foul ball the pitch before. Gavin Lux goes yard, 2-run shot, 4-1 Mariners going into the 8th. Oh, and he put a charge into that one. Way out of here on the 3-2 curveball. Solo home run for Paul DeYoung. Cardinal v. Cardinal in real life as he takes Flaherty yard. Chicago pulls a run back. It is now a 2-run lead, and manager's probably kicking himself here, probably letting Flaherty go a little bit too far. He got the first out of the 8th, but Paul DeYoung got all of that one. That was not a bad pitch. The curveball, oh, no, it was higher than I thought. Never mind. He hung that one. And that'll be all for Flaherty as he goes 7 1/3, gives up 2 runs. I think he had 8 strikeouts, 9 strikeouts. Let me check. He had 8 strikeouts, 1 walk, 2 runs on 3 hits. Oh, knocks it down, but that's not going to be an out. Keeps it on the infield. The Chicago White Sox are threatening here in the 8th. They've already got a solo home run. Now they've got 2 on with 1 out against Buchter. Let's see if he can get out of this jam. He has to face 1 more batter before he can be relieved. He got him at third. They tried to advance on the ball in the dirt, and Gomes cuts him down trying to go to third. That is a huge play from his knees. Guns the runner out at third. 2 down in the inning now. Strike 3 looking. Buchter gets out of the jam thanks to a great defensive play by Yan Gomes, and then a strikeout looking, but Paul DeJong does some damage to that Jack Flaherty curveball, and they add another run. They've cut the deficit to 2, but they are running out of time as we go to the bottom of the 8th. Josh Bell with a slash down the left field line. That's going to get down into the corner. He's going to make his way on over to second, and he's got a double with 1 out in the bottom of the 8th. That's his second hit of the game for Bell, who had started out the game with 2 straight strikeouts, now has 2 straight hits, a single and a double. Good opposite field hitting right there, going inside out with that pitch. We are going to have a pinch runner now as Dylan Moore comes in to pinch run for Josh Bell. Also a plus as it's a better defensive replacement, as Moore is known to have a better glove than Bell if they try to pick him off at second. I didn't put him in there to steal second. I just wanted him to be faster than Bell. Jeez. Rosario with a pitch. With a hit into the gap. That's going to score a run. Rosario's going to end up at second. RBI double for Rosario. The pinch runner didn't even matter. Bell would have scored easily. And the Mariners score a run without a home run as Rosario gets an RBI double into the right center field gap. Mariners put their lead back at 3. I kept getting confused. If you guys remember earlier, I was going through their bullpen and I noticed that they had 2 guys with the last name Barlow. I totally thought that they had just put in the same pitcher because it's another Barlow. But no, it's Scott Barlow. Doing another pinch running situation as Tyrone Taylor comes in to be a pinch runner for Eddie Rosario after his RBI double. Moustakas with a drive to left. Jimenez is over, takes it down, but Rosario adds to the Mariners' lead with this RBI double into the right center field gap. Mariners have a 3-run lead going into the top of the 9th inning. Ryan Tepera is going to come on and try to close things down here in the 9th. Mariners looking for a sweep here. Ty France with a fly ball, left field. Tyrone Taylor just into the game, going over to get it. And that is the ball game. The Mariners complete the 3-game sweep of the Chicago White Sox behind a strong outing from Jack Flaherty. 2 home runs by the Mariners, and they take this one 5-2. Completing the 3-game series where most of their runs were scored via the home run, which is not surprising given the makeup of this team. But Flaherty bounces back from an opening day loss, tosses 7 1/3 strong innings. He gave up the home run there, but that was the lone blemish on his record. Moustakas had a 2-run bomb to give the Mariners the lead early. Then Gavin Lux added to it with his 2-run bomb later in the game, after hitting a foul ball that just missed a home run. Paul DeJong with the moonshot of the day hit the upper deck in left field, but unfortunately for the White Sox, they only could muster the 2 solo home runs for their scores. Seattle takes this one 5-2. Player of the game is Jack Flaherty, 6 1/3, 3 hits, 8 strikeouts, 1 walk and 2 earned. Zach Gallen with the loss went 4 2/3, had 7 strikeouts, 1 walk, 3 hits, 2 earned runs. The Mariners, notable players, only one player had only one player had a multi-hit game. Yeah, only one player had a multi-hit game, and that was Josh Bell, who was 2 for 4. But Mike Moustakas, Gavin Lux, each with 2-run home runs. Eddie Rosario added an RBI double in the 8th. And the Mariners take this one 5-2, take the 3-game series sweep of the Chicago White Sox. That will move their record to 4-2 on the season. After the first series, they lost 2 out of 3 from the San Francisco Giants. And with that, they are 4-2 on the season. Chicago drops to 0-7. Tough luck loser Zach Gallen has a 3.12 ERA, but has no wins to speak for it. And where that puts us in the standings right now, let's finish this day. The Mariners sit tied atop the American League West with the Angels at 4-2, Astros at 3-3, and then the A's are 3-4, Rangers are 2-4. And looking ahead to our next episode, we will watch a 3-game series between the Twins and the Mariners, as the Mariners will take their first road trip of the season, going to Minnesota to take on the Twins. We're going to have Mike Soroka versus Patrick Sandoval, Lucas Giolito versus Tyler Anderson, and Corbin Martin versus Kyle Freeland. Martin coming off of that complete game shutout against the White Sox on the first game of this last series. We will more than likely highlight the Lucas Giolito game because we have yet to see him pitch, and he's the third head of the three-headed pitching monster we have between Flaherty, Soroka, and Giolito. And then I hope that Martin keeps this up because he's one of the weekends of the rotation, but he pitched a shutout, outclassing all of the other pitchers we've done so far. But with that will end today's episode of the Fantasy Draft One Shot Challenge. We have moved to 4-2 on the season, looking good so far. Let's see if we can keep this up as we look to make the World Series in one season in this Fantasy Draft One Shot. I hope you all enjoyed this episode. I'm looking forward to the next one, and I hope to see you there. Until next time, guys, stay blessed and take care. As the Mariners make their third... They brought in Buchter because they believe he can get out the next three batters that are all left-handed pitchers. Or left-handed pitchers. What? Buchter just needs to get this one out before he is... I can't words right now. With this random fan... But... And let's see if Latz can get out of the danger with the... Let's see if Jake Latz can get out of the threat with the... Get out of the threat... Or loop, loup, loup, loup. I can't talk today.